lovelies! So I'm here today to do something that I probably should have done a long time ago and I don't really know why I haven't. And that's the Darkling Tag. I've seen so many people do this. I feel like every other alternative YouTuber has already done it and I have no idea why I haven't yet. I don't actually know who started the tag, unfortunately, but it's something that's been floating around for ages, so I'm just going to answer the questions. Question 1. What is your favourite candle scent? Not favourites. Guys, you know how I feel about trying to like pick favourites out of anything, and I love scented candles. One of my top favourites is definitely the Witch's Brew candle that you get from Yankee Candles at Halloween. I think it's just like a sweet patchouli or something, but it's like, I haven't smelled anything as nice from any other like patchouli scented anything that's like that candle. It's so good. It's like spicy and sweet and amazing. And I also really love the Yankee Candle salted caramel candle. It's so good, but it's like so rich and it just makes you so hungry, but it's amazing. Next question is, do you have a favorite book? I don't think I'd say I have a favorite at the minute, but one of like my favorites, like one of the books that I've enjoyed the most that I've read somewhat recently is still Lost Souls. The name just completely escaped me there. Lost Souls. A friend suggested it to me last year and I completely fell in love with it, and yeah, like I really want to reread it again soon, but I'm trying to make it through some of the other books in the series and just generally some of the other books that I have, because I just keep wanting to reread books I already love and then I ignore all the ones I haven't read yet and I'm like Question number 3 is, are you a tea or a coffee person? I'm generally neither, but I will take random little fancies where I very much enjoy tea, and I usually like to make it in fancy tea sets and have little tea parties, even if they're just by myself. So usually not either, like I wouldn't drink either on a daily basis, but if I'm gonna have one, it's probably tea. I do love a good hot chocolate though. What is your favorite brand and color of lipstick? There's not a hope in hell I would be able to choose this. I really love Jeffree Star's liquid lipsticks. I like a lot of Kat Von D's, although I find them a little bit more patchy and streaky than Jeffree's, so if I have like the Jeffree color, I'll probably go for it instead. But yeah, I really love Kat Von D's anyway. I love this one that I've got recently. I think this is from LA Splash or LA or Last Splash, I don't know. I found it and I thought it was so pretty, and I think it's in the color Rhea or something, and it's just, I love it. And one of my favorites from Jeffree Star would be Designer Blood. Another unanswerable. Favorite perfume or cologne? Yeah, no, I couldn't choose this. I love a lot of my perfumes from Black Phoenix Alchemy Labs. I also have a lot of really nice ones from Siberry Perfumes. Those are both like oil-based perfume brands. In terms of like bigger mainstream perfumes, I really like Poison by Dior. I think it's just called Coco by Chanel. I'm just looking around my room at my perfumes. Black Opium. Oh, and I really like All Good Things from Lush, as well as the limited edition Snow Fairy perfume. If you had to give up the color black, what color would you choose instead? I don't know. That would hurt me. I don't like. I want to say baby pink because I do love baby pink, but I feel like wearing all baby pink all the time would be too much for me. So maybe like dark grey, just to be an asshole and like get off on a technicality. If you had to change your name to a stereotypical 90s/2000s gothy name, what would it be? I don't know. I've always loved Thorn from the Hex Girls in Scooby-Doo, but I don't know if I'd want to be called Thorn. But wasn't one of them called like Dusk or something? I feel like that was prettier. Or just, you know, go for Raven and leave it at that, I don't know. What are your top 3 tips for surviving hot weather while clad? Lace, lots of lace, because it kind of covers you up, but it also lets air flow through. Big sun hats and umbrellas, like even if you don't have a parasol, you can just use an umbrella anyway. So handy. And also like loose drapey like shawl type things, like sort of like really thin scarves that you can kind of just like put over yourself, because they're nice and light and airy, but they cover up your skin from getting burned, so it's really handy. Oh, and I'll add a 4th. You can get like little cooling sprays. It's just like water like in an aerosol can basically that you just kind of like spritz over yourself, and it really cools you down. They're so handy. What song will always make you happy? Doesn't have to be a goth band. Well, I'll go for both. Like in terms of like gothy songs, probably This Corrosion by Sisters of Mercy. Going by like non-gothic songs, there's so many songs that like no matter what, like, just they'll always make me smile at things like just anything really cheesy, you know, like Heaven Is a Place on Earth. As soon as that comes on, you can't be in a bad mood, you know. Basically anything that's just too cheesy will make me happy. Are you active in the arts? For instance, play an instrument, paint, write, etc. I paint, not super often. I'd like to do it more, but I need to get like a little area set up, because right now there's nowhere really good in my house to just sit and paint, and everything's kind of scattered, but I do like to paint. Unfortunately, I am crap with music. I did learn to play one song on the bass though, kind of. Not well, but I learned it, so I was quite pleased with that. That's like the most musical I've ever been. If you had a teacup or mug made inscribed just for you, what would you have it say? I don't have any clue. Nope. What is your #1 non-gothy hobby? It's not a hobby because I don't do it super like often or any, well, I don't know. Would it be a hobby? Do you have to do it all the time for it to be a hobby? One thing that I really love doing, that's like, couldn't be less goth, is like trying to learn Japanese para dances and just like dance covers of songs from like different like J-pop groups, things like Carrie Pammy Pammy and stuff. There's like dances for those. I love trying, I'm bad at it, but I love trying to learn those. And I swear to God, one of these days, I won't, but sometimes I want to just like upload me trying to do one of these dances. Like if I could perfect it, just upload it with the poppy Japanese music and just no explanation. Don't explain it, just just see how people react. If you could be a supernatural creature, what would it be and why? I mean, the most obvious would be vampire. But like, because I've thought about this a lot, I often think like if I was presented the opportunity to become a vampire, would I say yes or no? And I would need to know so many specifics. I've put great thought into this, guys. I'd need to know like a lot, because there's so much different vampire lore out there that like I would need to know, like, you know, is it like 100% like no sunlight or you burst into dust, or like, you know, can you survive like a little bit of sunlight with like a lot of sunscreen, like an umbrella and stuff, you know, like there's like Anne Rice vampires or like Poppy Z Bright vampires, you know, there's different like can I eat food? You know, I need to know a lot of things. So vampire would be one. I also love mermaids. I would like to be a mermaid is another one. What horror monster based superpower would you have? Well, I mean, would that include vampires? Because if so, immortality and like eternal youth. I am there for that. Do you feel confident or comfortable interacting with other goths or gothy people online or in real life? Why or why not? Do you know what? No, not really anymore after all the, like, some of the stuff that's gone down. A lot of the people I've seen like bitching about me on Facebook thinking I wouldn't say it and things like that. It's definitely made me more wary of like people online. I've kind of got to the point now where like, you know, if I find someone online who is like gothy and stuff, I want to make friends with them, but at the same time I'm like, are these one of these people that like secretly hates me for some reason? So I think that paranoia has kind of made me less confident, but other than that, generally, yeah, like I don't really see them as any different to any other person that I would engage with, but I definitely have developed a bit of a paranoia because there's only so many screenshots you can be sent of people being arseholes, including like gothy like YouTubers and stuff, before you're like, okay, I'm just not going to trust anyone. Which is more important for a look, great hair or great makeup? I don't really know like what the answer to that is, but for me, I suck at hair. I'm so bad at hair. Makeup is the only thing I can kind of do, so I have to go for makeup just purely because I can't do anything with my hair. Is there something you wish there was more of in your subculture? Can't think if there's anything I would want more of. I'd like less elitism and like gatekeeper-ishness, but not really. I just kind of wish there was more people near me who like the same things that I like. Because even if there are sort of like alternative people in Belfast, or even sort of like gothy people in Belfast, I don't feel like we share like quite the same interests, because I mean, like, I embrace my cliches hardcore, so I'm probably a bit over the top, whereas most people are, you know, more alternative than goth, and then even the gothy people probably aren't quite as like, they don't enjoy the same silly levels of cliche gothiness that I do. So care to share an embarrassing story related to your darkliness? I can't really think of one. I'm sure there must be something, but no, I can't really think of anything. I don't think I ever had any of like the really cliche phases, like, you know, like a hill Satan phase or anything of that. Like, I never had a scene phase. I've always just kind of been, I don't know, like I've done embarrassing things in the past, but I can't think of anything like specifically related to like darkness. Number 20 is how are you at DIY? I'm gonna learn to use the sewing machine properly this year. I'm okay with it, but I'm not like a champion or anything. And I'm kind of lazy sometimes, so I don't do it as often as I should. Quickly describe your ideal wedding. I don't know. I don't know how people plan weddings. They're like, if it was something that I was going to be doing, like even choosing a dress alone would send me into meltdown. There are too many things that I would want that would clash, and I wouldn't know how to narrow it down. I have no idea. None. No, that's wrong. I have billions of ideas, too many ideas, and it wouldn't work. So this is a true or false section. I love watching cheesy romance films. True. I always remember to wash off my makeup at night. True. Whenever I was like really young, I didn't, but these days I always do. And if I even fall asleep with like a little bit of makeup on, I'm like, ugh. Like I just feel gross now if I do. I sleep with plushies. Sometimes true, if I can be bothered having them on the bed. I wear non-black pajamas most nights. False, I think. I do have non-black pajamas, but I think a lot of the ones I wear at the minute are black. I still listen to a boy band that had disbanded years ago. True. I think Andrew Eldritch is overrated. Neither true or false. It's not really anything I've put much thought into. I don't like vampires. False. I don't like clubs. True, unfortunately. I want to like clubs, but so far I can't. It stresses me out too much. I'm dating a goth / darkly inclined person. Somewhat true. He's like less so than he used to be, but you know, still like a lot of the same interests and stuff, just outwardly less. I don't enjoy graveyards. False. Blood makes me queasy. False. I'd sooner faint than pet a spider. False. Don't like haunted houses. False. I always want to go to them, but I would get easily spooked. Like I would freak out anyway, but I still want to go, so I still browse Hot Topic clearance racks. We don't have Hot Topic here, so false. I've never read Dracula. False. And I think Bela Lugosi's Dead is a long and boring song. I'm sorry. I have tried. I have, like, every few months I will listen to it again and see if I like it yet. I like songs that have like a good tune or a good beat or a good rhythm or like something like that. And it doesn't have any of that to me. It's very like all over the place, and it just, I'm sorry. I've tried. And that is it. So I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment and subscribe. Just before I go, I want to let you guys know that me and my boyfriend now stream 3 times a week, I think, on Twitter. No, not Twitter, Twitch. And that is Sundays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, you can come by 3 times a week and chat with us live, and that'd be super fun. Don't forget to check me out on Patreon, because that helps this channel so much more than you could ever know. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye, lovelies!